Hey family, peace and love to my kings and my queens, my brothers and my sisters. I greet you all with love and light of the Most High God, the infinite creator, source of all things, source within. Thank you for checking in with your sister. I had promised you I was going to do another video. So anyway, family, real quick, I want to speak about the third eye real quick, okay? Many of you know, going back since, I think, 2014. Sorry about the noise, my little queen wide open. Going back since 2014, shall I say, that I can remember. I came to my spiritual awakening and my third eye had awakened, okay? I didn't force it. I did not force it at all. Just by the grace of God, you know, it was truly a gift. That's how I see it. I do not see it as a curse, even though during that time when it had awakened, I feel like I wasn't ready. Because had I been ready, I would have made sure my vibration was where it needed to be. During that time, you know, my vibration was really low, and I was attracting good things to me, shall I say? But anyway, but a lot of people who third eye, sometimes it would just you know, awaken on its own, you know. A lot of people call it accidentally waking up. I don't see things as accidentally. The way I see it, you know, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. It's going to awaken in its timing. You know, it's a time for everything, and it's just a matter, you know, are you ready when it happens? A lot of you do want your third eye to awaken, but be careful what you ask for. For the most part, it's going to happen for a lot of people. The timing, in due time, in due season, it's going to happen for you. The main thing is, the way I see it, if your third eye hasn't awakened yet, just try to do your research so you be fully up on things when they happen. You know, you won't go cuckoo, shall I say, all right? Because it's nothing like getting information ahead of time so you know what to expect. But real quick, family, even though I went through that rough patch, I overcame by the grace of the Most High God. I did overcome, and it has been such a beautiful experience for me. Life as I know it, everything is just all new to me, you know, the wonderful benefits that comes out of, you know, having your third eye awaken. But real quick, I was online and I'm not going to put the person name out. It was some video, I think the title was something sort of like, if your third eye accidentally awakened, okay? And a viewer had left a comment, and my heart went out to them because I definitely can relate to what they was speaking about. But then there was some things I could not relate to, but I do understand what they was talking about, you know, because this can happen to any of us, you know. So let me read this real quick, and maybe you have ears to hear, all right? Check this out. All right, this person was saying that it happened to them, that their third eye had just, you know, accidentally, according to them, accidentally, you know, awakened. You know, it says, this happened to me. It was the greatest blessing that can ever happen to a human being. I had sudden connection to other realms, no idea such a thing was possible, but I was seen as insane and put in a psychiatric ward and forced to take antipsychotic drugs that killed the pure bliss of going into the quantum field. I have been suicidal since coming back. I don't want to be here anymore. There was a joy in my life despite a lifetime of trauma, but after seeing how we are truly meant to live, the pain of being here all alone is too much. The other side is all I want now. I can't bear it here. I just want to go home. How does this get better? What do we do with a life so small and limited without the third eye open? Like I said, once your third eye open, your life just changes forever. Being in that 3D box, that's a thing of the past. You know, you've seen things for what it is. You've seen the BS for what it is, and you actually see why they're trying to, like I say, you know, poison the water and the food, and you know, just basically keeping your third eye from awakening, shall I say. It's because they don't want people to wake up. You know, when you wake up, you no longer are a puppet, all right? And you're someone that no longer goes along with what the media say, even what our politicians are saying, because you can see through them, and you also know that there's more to you. You know that there are other realms out here. It goes so deep. You even know that there's other life out here. People are talking about disclosure. Well, once you awaken, that is disclosure, all right? Because you're seeing for yourself, when you go within yourself, hey, these are dimensions within myself. Hey, it is a universe within myself. Hey, I can actually make contact with these ETs, for myself, by going within myself, due to my vibration, I'm connecting with them, they're offering me information. I'm learning a lot, just like the list goes on, But can you imagine being someone going within themselves when they meditate, or you easily to go into a trance and you connecting with these dimensional beings and benevolent celestial beings, families of the light. They're communicating with you, they're showing you things, and you're moving in these higher realms. Can you imagine all of that stopping at an instant just like this, due to being forced to go to a psych ward, and a lot of times this happens with people because it's something new to them. They get the running off the mouth, talking to the wrong people, and sometimes your family can be the wrong people. If they are not awakened themselves, they're looking at you like you're crazy. They don't want to hear that kind of talk. So please, family, please, whether many of you, your third eye is awakened, please, stick to spiritual, like-minded brothers and sisters, people who can relate to you. Stop running off the mouth, talking to, family members. Even if you just happen to say something, trying to see where they head space as far as how they feel about certain things, and you getting the cold shoulder, or you getting that look. Say, what did you say? Let it go. Let it go, all right? It's not a bad thing that they're not where you at, that they're not awakened, that they don't see what you see and know what you know. That's not a bad thing, They're just not ready yet. The point I'm trying to make is be mindful of what comes out of your mouth, okay? Because people are not ready for it. And for the most part, it's going to happen for them eventually. When they are ready, it's going to happen for them. But until then, stick to spiritual, like-minded brothers and sisters. There is a huge community online. You have to do your research. It's a huge community online that you can reach out to people and watch their videos, connect with people down in the comment section. The help and the support is out there. But don't be out here running off the mouth, all right? Because you do have family members that love you and they want you well, okay? According to them, you're sick. You're not sick. You're just awakened. That's all. You're awakened spiritually. It's just a matter of you adjusting to what's going on with you. And some people are more advanced, awakened than others, they're walking around, sometimes it can be hard. You're walking around, you're seeing things, and, you're doing like this. And lo and behold, somebody's with you and they're looking like, what's wrong with you? What you looking at? What's wrong with you? It happens. It happens. Be mindful of all of this, family, because you can't find yourself being committed, okay? And the drugs that they have in these psych wards, all it does is suppresses your third eye, all right? It suppresses it, and it will hinder it to where it would be hard for you to tap in, all right, to connect, all right? That's the word I'm looking for. It would be hard for you to connect. Like that sister was saying, I didn't want to mention her name because I was using her comment, but like she was saying, she feels some type of way because she once felt connected to something that was far greater than herself, and all of a sudden she's disconnected. She wants to go back to that. She wants to go back to tapping into source and tapping into these realms and these dimensions and seeing, this family that's inside of her that she didn't know anything about. But of course, once her third eye was awakened, she was exposed to all of that. She was connected to all of that and more. It's sort of like you die. It's sort of like a part of you that dies if something like that happens. Can you imagine having an experience, start having these awesome experiences, and all of a sudden it just stop? But the power that be don't want us to wake up. It doesn't want us to have these experiences. Because having these experiences keep you. Let's just say, you're in this place of knowing and you can get the answers for yourself. And like I said, you have to realize it's not just about It's not just the, shall I say, the your ETs, celestial ETs, your benevolent celestial ETs, and these also benevolent family of the light beings and all of that that comes with it. You have to realize when you go within yourself and you open up, you know you're in tune with your spirit guides, you are in tune with your angels, you know, and so much more. You know, even having visions of your past lives, you have all this information coming to you that was once suppressed. See what I'm saying? You think they want you to know about all of this? You know, it's okay for you to read books. Oh, they don't matter us reading books, but they don't want us to be having these experiences, because that's when we realize how true it. Like I said, when you go within yourself and you see with this eye, that's when they know that we know what we know, and all of this trying to tell us, you know, oh, all of a sudden, you know, they discovered a new planet. We knew already that planet was already up there, all right? We knew already that, you know, this Earth is just constantly traveling. That's why the sky looks so different at night. You're seeing the different stars that you've never seen before, because this Earth is just constantly traveling through the cosmos, all right? It's not standing still whatsoever. And moving around too, it ain't nothing but a big old vehicle itself, all right? The moon is not what we thought it was, okay? Let me just say that. So, and it's also hollow, okay? There are beings, ETs, that are on the moon, okay? But, you know, a lot of you know this already. I'm not telling you what you don't already know. The point I'm trying to make is, you know, once you start having these experiences, it's going to change your life forever. Life as you know it, you know, no longer exists. You know, it's sort of like you are in a new world in a way, you know, because you're seeing things differently. You know, every day, you know, you're seeing a new family, you know, of celestial beings that are checking in on you. You know, they might pop through the wall. I call them dimensional beings. You know, you're seeing all of these things. You're seeing grid lines. You're seeing energy. Also, you're seeing colors. People aura, you see your aura field, you see all this stuff that you once wasn't seeing before. You think they want you to wake up and see all of that, especially when you're watching so-called your president or these political figures on TV, and you can see the aura field, you can see the energy, the so-called dark attachments to them that's controlling them. You think they want you to see all that, family? That's the point I'm trying to make. That's why they don't want us to awaken, period. But I'm through with that. I just wanted to share that sister comment because, you know, when it's all said and done, once you start to awaken, please, I'm not telling you to keep it to yourself, but stick to spiritual, like-minded brothers and sisters who gets you. You know, they understand you, okay? And, you know, you will get that support that you so desperately need, okay? So that's all I want to say, family. It's so important, all right? Stop running off the mouth, because you're going to find yourself somebody that loves you dearly, that's not awakened. They think something is wrong with you. They're going to have you committed. So it's best that, you know, you shut it up around your loved ones. It's sad you can't really trust people that you really, really love, but if they're not awakened, you know, you just another, according to them, a schizophrenic, you know, or you just a loved one that's cracking up, shall I say. So you don't want that. Love them from where they are. You know, you see why they feel the way they do, okay? It's okay. It's not their time yet. All you can do is just focus on you and reach out to spiritual like-minded brothers and sisters who are going through what you're going through, so you can make sure you get the necessary help and support that you are seeking. All right, family? All right.